I actually had all this open broadcaster streamer stuff set up before a while back and had it all working, but I guess I messed some stuff up during an update. So this last attempt, first attempt, I actually uh, had my preview screen for Twitch going in the background. I could hear myself talking, which was really distracting. I was going to probably get some reverb and stuff. This next time, I actually had it to where all the volume was coming out the speakers, and I guess I didn't realize it wasn't coming out of my headset. So downside to that was, of course, is you're probably hearing double the sound coming through the game and then what the microphone was catching. So starting over one more time here. So Bioshock, as I was saying previously, I think Telltale was the one who originally put this one out. Never played through the System Shock games. I've heard they're good. I don't know if they ever did a HD upgrade or anything. This is the Bioshock Collection update, which they've released for free, basically for anybody who has the original games, which I think is awesome. It is an HD upgrade. I don't think there's any additional content beyond the original DLCs and everything that came out. I mean, there might be some stuff like some of this director's commentary or something, but nothing as far as actual gameplay that I'm aware of. The HD on it, some of the preview stuff I've seen online doesn't really look all that much better on PC that I've noticed, anyways. However, there's some small improvements. I've heard that it's actually a lot more noticeable on the PlayStation and console systems because the original versions weren't really all that great. PC has always been kind of ahead of the game in graphics, or at least they were back then when this came out, which I think was like back in 2009. So easier to get those maxed out graphics on a PC than it was on some of the consoles at the time. So um, as far as scary games go, this one has its moments for sure. I don't think it's made me jump nearly as much as Doom 3 did back in the day, or even possibly the one of the earlier Alien vs Predator games, but it does have its moments. So, uh, without further ado, another trip to Rapture. I went ahead and did hard mode. If I think I remember playing Survivor, and it was almost to the point where it was annoying how limited my ammunition was during the game. So I just figured it'd be a little bit more fun to go back and play this, get a little bit of a challenge, but not so much that I'm tearing my hair out looking for ammo all the time.
They told me. Son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Did just get a GTX 1080, and I'm really excited to see how this streams on Twitch. I've tried using the built-in Blizzard streamer a couple times for Overwatch. Streamed just directly to Facebook, and I thought the after some settings changes is actually really nice. So I'm still using a direct or a stream to a virtual machine that's transcoding this up to Twitch. So it'll be interesting to see the difference between that versus just streaming to Twitch using NVIDIA settings. So there's 3 games in this Bioshock series: Bioshock, Bioshock 2, and then Bioshock Infinite. I've played all of them. I don't know that I've played all of the DLC, but I've played quite a bit. So, of course, we're out in the middle of the ocean, and play crash, and here's this mysterious lighthouse. So, always a really cool opening, and I think that's been kind of a trend with the Bioshock games. I think is like the trailer says, it always starts with the lighthouse. I might need to go back and adjust my mouse settings on this game too. I got a little sensitive.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture. A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, rapture can become your city as well.
So I kind of feel like I can see definitely some graphical changes with shaders and stuff, but I think all the models are kind of as they were, same for the textures. So, all is not great in Rapture.
Just a bit further. How do you like that, mister? Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something? Bloody splicer. Seal Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
Always gotta have a crowbar, or a wrench in this case. Okay, so I definitely need to change my crouch key over to control at some point. I don't have any flashlights, so there we go. I've been seeing some horizontal tearing too. I'm not really quite sure what's going on with that yet, but whoop. Because that's exactly the first thing you'd think to do, right? Is, ooh, look at that. Drugs out of a vending machine. Definitely need to inject myself.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
Oh, game over. No, never that easy.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on. Let's buck. Weak. You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow. Always have been. You'll be no better off with metal daddy, little fish. See you floating.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
You alright, boyo? First time plasma's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
So plasmas, like we was just saying, are genetic rewrites. And a really kind of cool backstory they came up with for all this to give people powers in here, and it's all scientific in this game and everything. But so always gotta check to search around. Actually, this one doesn't have anything in it. Looks like. And oh, the plane caught up with me. No, not that way. I think we're not alone. So Eve hypos are what you use to actually refill your, recharge your plasma. Of course, at some point I gotta remember to actually use those. No, F is first aid. Actually, I think I remember if you just try to use it again, I think it'll automatically refill. Yep, sure enough. So they actually have a pretty cool thing in this game too, where you can use plasmids in certain situations that would make sense. So, for instance, you got water on the ground that are standing in water. You can shock the water to actually nail a bunch of them at the same time. Vita chambers. That's how you come back to life if you are unfortunate enough to die. Which that'll never happen to us.
I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe... I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
Whoa.
Baby and me!
Plasmids changed everything. They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Nice, now I'm doing ghosts. I like these are like, they almost look like coin slot meters for the toilets. That's nice.
Hey Brenda, you care to tell me why you've had a hole in the wall the size of Plymouth Rock coming out of your crapper going on 3 weeks now? Nah, I ain't saying I'm Shakespeare. I'm trying to run a respectable theater. I got working folk coming in from Port Neptune trying to catch a little diversion. And all I can think about is the stink coming out of your shitter. Get it fixed.
Yeah, already need some more bullets. That didn't take too long.
Careful now. Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute?
Oh, no, dang it, I didn't want to go in here yet. Oh well.
You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
Sure, why not? I always like when it warns me to save. Ooh, cake. The cake was not a lie.
Clean it up!
Whoa.
Clean it up!
Uh-oh. Game just locked up there for a second.
I didn't touch her! Don't run!
Yeah, I definitely need to adjust my mouse sensitivity. It's a little high right now.
If you spot a splicer in the water, hit him with the electrobolt.
Yeah, it would have been a nice opportunity to shock both of them. Unfortunately, they both rushed up the stairs on me at the same time, so too bad. Oh, Big Daddy down. Oh, good, I'm getting drunk now. That's just what I need. I mean, I guess if you found yourself in a place like this all of a sudden out of a plane crash, just drinking random bottles of alcohol out of the first crate you see probably seems like a better idea. I kind of get that. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh. This looks like an excellent opportunity to shock some people. Oh, and I'm out of Adam. Or I should say not Adam, I guess it's Eve, right? Definitely could be using it right out now. Whoops.
Don't run away from me!
Oh. Good grief. There we go. Now that I've gone through, like, you know, almost all of my health kits and everything, great. Oh, that's a flamethrower turret. Nice. It's a trap.
You're trapped. Gonna try to override the exit from here.
one of the bitches sent to you. The KGB wolf or the CIA jackal. Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who can be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or До свидания, Jack.
Yeah, probably a good thing. Didn't have a lot of ammo left there.
Now you've met Andrew Ryan, the bloody king of Rapture. Now find your way to emergency access.
Oh, I remember these. Vaguely. So yeah, just a simple tile game. Nice thing is in the beginning, they're real easy to do, so. You hack these things and now they're on your side for a little while. This is one of those games where it pays to explore quite a bit too, so.
Dr. Steinman said he would stay. Ryan didn't come to see me since the New Year's attack, not once. But Dr. Steinman was very attentive. He told me that once the scar tissue was gone, he was gonna fix me right up, make me prettier than any girl I've ever seen. He's sweet, all right. And so interested in my case.
Ryan and Adam and Ryan. All those years of study. Was I ever truly a surgeon before I met them? How we plinked away with our scalpels and toy morality. Yes, we could lop a boil here and shave down a beak there, but could we really change anything? No. But Adam gives us the means to do it. And Ryan frees us from the phony ethics that held us back. Change your look, change your sex, change your race. It's yours to change. Nobody else's.
I do love listening to the little audio things in there. Lots of people I know are just, you know, like, oh, lore, LOL, right? But it definitely adds to the atmosphere. Alright, security bot, get in there. Oh, I totally got that last shot. That was all me. Oh.
Well, don't expect to hand it you out of the milk of human kindness. Steinman ain't that kind. And frankly, I'm not even sure he's still human.
Yay, new gun. Oh, alright, security bot, get out there. Whoa! Alright, there was a jumping moment. Yeah, I still hear one back there somewhere.
Free markets, free will, and free man.
And I'm out of health packs already, too. Seem to remember that there's a way in this game actually to go through and get your overall health and Eve upgraded as far as how much you can hold. Oh, another one, really? And I feel like that security bot that I hacked really is not doing its job. I mean, I spent all of 2 seconds hacking that thing. That's a lot of time investment. Oh my gosh, really?
Okay, fine. You'll be back. Wait, doctor!
Yay, money. Oh, more ghosts.
You keep an eye peeled for Steinman. The daft bastard set up shop in the surgery wing. You want to find him? Just follow the blood.
I'd really like a flashlight. Oh. Whoa, turret. Okay.
Adam presents new problems for the profession. As your tools improve, so do your standards. There was a time I was happy enough to take on important. Remember, all them machines will short out right from you hit them with electromotors.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make this work for me. Whoa, definitely don't want that. Let's see. I feel like there was an old game called Pipe Dreams or something. I always feel like this is what this is. There we go. Always better to have it working for me.
Expects the doctor to heal them for free. The farmer to feed them out of charity. How little they differ from the pervert who prowls the streets looking for a victim he can ravish for his grotesque amusement.
Yeah, another turret. So sometimes it's not all that great to hack single one of these you see, just because sometimes what are the chances an enemy's actually going to come around there and run into it, but then again, I guess at this level it's more of about not wasting too much ammo, although I am wasting kind of some Eve on burning those down. And now that I have those all set up, technically I can lure people into traps and everything on here too, so that's always a good thing.
You call that tenderloin? If you serve that in any respectable hotel in New York, they'd laugh you out of town.
Somewhere, there's what I was looking for.
I am beautiful, yes. Look at me. What could I do to make my features finer? With Adam and my scalpel, I have been transformed. But is there not something better? What if now it is not my skill that fails me, but my imagination?
That one died standing up, not at all creepy.
Who's that? You keep away from me!
Oh.
Medicine. I need it.
Oh, my security bot's almost gone. Oh.
Oh, darlings.
Do I want to spend money on that? Guess it doesn't matter. I'm almost fully healed anyways at the moment. Although, let's equip something that actually has some ammo in it.
I was at German prison camp, only at 16 years old when I realized I have love for science. German doctor, he make experiment. Sometimes he makes scientific error. I tell him of this error, and this make him angry. But then he asks, how can a child know such a thing? I tell him sometimes I just know. He screams at me, then why tell me? Well, I said, if you are going to do such things, at least you should do them properly.
So, Tannenbaum is actually a really interesting character in this series, and she plays a really big role in the backstory of Rapture and how some of this stuff, and she has a really neat little character arc too, as far as how her character develops. I'm trying to remember. So there's this little helpful arrow at the top, of course, it's telling me where I need to go, but there's also the opportunity every now and then to pick up stuff and to go off the beaten track just a little bit and see if there's something else to grab sometimes.
It has been brought to my attention that some citizens have discovered ways to hack the vending machines. I should not need to remind each and every citizen of Rapture that free enterprise is the foundation upon which our society has been established. Parasites will be punished.
Welcome to the circus of value.
So in this game, you can buy some stuff, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that. You can also hack these things, but they're normally much more difficult to hack than the security bots, and they zap you a little bit, I think, if you fail to hack it, so. Don't really have a lot to help to spare at the moment, so don't really feel like trying to hack that.
Steinman, I know Medical Pavilion is your matter, but you might want to cogitate on this. Ocean water is colder than a witch's tip. You don't heat the pipes freeze. Pipes freeze, pipes burst. Then Rapture leaks. Now, I realise you're a posh sort of geezer, and frankly, I don't give a toss if you piss or go fishing. But once Rapture starts leaking, the old girl's never gonna stop. And then I'll be sure to tell Ryan he's got you to thank.
Oh. That looks like something that explodes. Oh, nice trick. And again, not quite ready to go down there just yet. Yay, coffee!
When Picasso became bored of painting people, he started representing them as cubes and other abstract forms. The world called him a genius. I've spent my entire surgical career creating the same tired shapes over and over again. The upturned nose, the cleft chin, the ample bosom. Wouldn't it be wonderful if I could do with a knife what that old Spaniard did with a... Security cameras. I can hear
Oh.
the infernal things all around you. Ryan's eyes and ears.
Boy, it's been a while since I've played this. It's easy to forget about some of this stuff sometimes. Okay, so yeah, these are the tonics and stuff that you can collect. You can actually equip these. Are basically other plasmids, and not all of them are used for attack, as in this case, which is Hacker's Delight. Converts the altered current from a hacked machine to a powerful healing agent. So basically, I go hack a turret or a machine, one of the little flying machines, or a vending machine, and I'll actually get healed. So pretty cool. And as you can see, there's different slots. So I think the tonics have different slots than the attack plasmids. So I've got 2 open. I think you have to buy the rest of these at some point. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip one of them. Run underneath the security camera. And like I was saying, this is one of the reasons why it's beneficial to go kind of off the beaten path sometimes. Oh, that's not good. I'm surprised that actually didn't catch on fire, because that's yeah, that is oil, and you can actually set this stuff on fire at some point, which probably means I'm getting close to a fire plasmid if I had to guess. Oh, and there we go.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
I love these little... Oh, goody. So, as we can see, let's try it out.
All roads in Rapture lead to Ryan. Security, the splicers, the big daddies, the little sisters. He pumps some kind of chemical scent in the air. Pheromones, they call it. Makes them all dance to his tune.
Oh, I can't get a better wrench. I feel like this one's been kind of letting me down. I think we've cleared this spot out, so... Yep, back to the front. Alright. Oh, yeah, I think we can do this now, too. There we go.
You're crawling!
So you can see that does damage over time to him. You do have to be careful about getting too close, because I think you could set yourself on fire. I actually think that does a little bit better than the shocking one. Really doesn't seem to do much unless they're actually standing in water. So, oh, and I always feel like there's going to be a boss or something. doors close and I get ammo and a shotgun, yeah, something's gonna happen.
Don't you disrespect me!
Hey, you're
Oh, I miss you, security bot. Oh man, this has a horrible reload time. God, I hear another one still. Oh, armor piercing, nice. So, and I think I remember, I actually end up saving those quite a bit.
At the German prison camp, they put me to work on genetic experiments on other prisoners. They call me das Wunderkind, a wonder child. Germans. All they can talk about is blue eyes and the shape of forehead. All I care about is why is this one born strong and that one weak? This one smart, that one stupid. All that killing. You think the Germans could have been interested in something useful?
Alright, so... Oh, beat the chamber. Thankfully we did need that, because remember, we're never gonna die, so... Now, see, now this would have been handy to remember. Uh-oh. I hear something. Yep. Security camera. Or, no, that's a turret, I guess. Oh, can I not go in there? Come on. There we go. Especially now that I'm going to get some health back from this, probably a good idea to just go ahead and hack it. This gets a lot more difficult later in the game, as far as the speed that flows and how quickly it starts coming out, so it's pretty easy to begin with. And you definitely have to double check it sometimes. I remember I used to have issues sometimes where I'd be in a hurry and I thought I had it and I'd go ahead and tell it to accelerate, and then I'd realize that, oh, I was missing a piece somewhere, and then I get shocked really bad. Oh, not again. Oh, cool. Speeds up hacking. So you can see there's another tonic slot. So there's, I think there's 3. There's like combat, utility, and support or something like that. So
I'm opening.
yeah, and that's the kind of jumping moment that you get. I was actually expecting that because, you know, it made my screen go black for a minute there, so I knew something was coming.
Sometimes I pity the little freak. Such a tiny imagination. Content to sit there with the tanks of Adam tweaking and optimizing. I need to create. Adam is a canvas of a genetic modification, but the plasmids are the paint.
So auto hack tools, like I just picked up, that actually you can use one of those instead of trying to play the the little pipe game, which is kind of good towards the end of the game when these things get a lot more difficult to hack. Sometimes, especially if you're in a hurry and you're trying to get away from something, you trying to hack a security turret, you could just go ahead and use one of those really quick instead of trying to play with it. So, can I not pick up the extra pistol? Oh, there we go. Alright, so now we're back out to the front area, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and auto-hack this. This is another one of those ones I remember is kind of difficult to do, the saves in particular. And those auto-hack tools aren't super hard to come by later, I think, if I remember, so not the end of the world if I waste one. Potato chips.
Clinical trial lot 23, Dr. Sejong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Organ telekinesis plasmid proceeding well. Lifting objects at distance presents no problem. Moving objects to space, no problem. Cannot stop speeding bullet, but can catch and throw faster moving object. Problem not with plasmid, problem with reaction time. Suture just get new idea for plasmid.
Someone's hiding money up here.
The best things in life. And the stars. They're shining up.
I say we're gonna replace incinerate for right now.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
The flowers in spring, the robins that sing,
Cool. This water in here is a little too coincidental for me. Yep, sure enough. Oh, really? They're not going to come through here? Alright. Oh, got myself a little bit there too. But alright, so I think we pretty much cleaned this area out, so now I can actually move on to where I'm supposed to be going. And if I can find the spot to do it, and I'm trying to remember how you actually... I thought there was a way somewhere where you could actually change the plasmids out easy, but maybe not. You might have to actually wait till you go back to a one of the garden spots like it was talking about. And that's basically, I think, just to keep it... Whoops. Oh! That would be a rocket launching one. But that's okay, because we know what to do with those now. Not gonna try to hack that one. I hear a security camera somewhere, and there are people. Let's see if I can hide from them a little bit until I'm ready.
It's unsanitary in here, filthy. Come, let me take care of toxic.
So, like most games, headshots are more effective.
Just want to
Oh, another one. Okay, I see a plasmid I want to get, but not sure how to get in there yet. Oh, security camera.
Clinical trial lot 44, Dr. Su Chong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Subject is white man, one Roland Wallace. Can you hear me, Mr. Wallace? Yes, sir, Mr. Student Officer. Very well. Right, I'm introducing lot 44 now. We've codenamed the lot 44 Enrage because of its tendency to... Nurse? Hold him down! Nurse!
I guess that's all. Nope, there's a safe over here. That's why this is over here. So you can see why these are a little bit harder to do. You can see it almost got me, like just there to start off with how quick that starts coming out. But I think we're gonna make it. I could destroy these cameras, just not a lot of point when some of these are super easy to get around. Nice. Oh well, yet another slot type. I can't remember how many of these there actually are, but quite a few apparently. I kind of want to just go out this way, but I don't think I can. And I hear people out there now again. Yep. Well, yeah, that is nice. It definitely takes them out a little quicker now, so always a good thing. Onward and upward. Alright, did I take this place yet? It's locked, so that would be a no, but I can't go in there anyways, so no problem. Alright, so now I think we're done with this area.
His eye on rapture. Keep you.
Oh, Big Daddy and Little Sister. So you'll see these guys every now and then. The Big Daddies are, you know, out there repairing the city sometimes, but also you'll see them escorting the Little Sisters like it was talking about earlier.
Looks familiar. Why do we have two eyes? There's a law that says we must. Two arms, two legs, two ears. Not finished! Not finished!
You'll have to find some way to get through to surgery and Steinman. Chin up now. The Lord hates a quitter.
Oh.
I can hear that splicer sounding off like it's the 4th of July. Explosives are hard to come by down here. If only you could get your hands on some of them bombs he's tossed them. Things like that could help you turn the tables or clear a path.
Oh, well, that's probably what I need to do then. Good point. Let's try catching some. Now, we can take care of him. Aim a little higher. I'm only going to run out of Eve again here in a minute. Dang. It's hard to get that aim down. There we go. I think we got him that time. Now that I've used up everything. But we got this here. Now the problem is I don't actually want to use up all my coinage because next time I get to one of the little sister stations, a gardener's corner or whatever it's called, I want to see if I can get some upgrades to my Eve slots. Oh, that's creepy.
Today I had lunch with the goddess. Steinman, she said. I'm here to free you from the tyranny of the commonplace. I'm here to show you a new kind of beauty. I asked her, what do you mean, goddess? Symmetry, dear Steinman. It's time we did something about symmetry.
Nice thing is that all the splicers out there, all the bad guys are just, you know, they just sit and wait for you to do all this hacking. Definitely very considerate of them. Oh, there's a turret over there too. I can't remember what those other things are in there, if those are actually things that you're supposed to go through or what. I kind of suspect not. Nope, don't want that.
Aphrodite is walking the halls, shimmering like a scalpel. Stein, she called. Stein, I have what you're looking for. Just open your eyes, and when I see her, she cuts me into 1,000 beautiful pieces.
Lots of crazy talk. Gets to the point towards the very end, I think, where there's just enough pieces of what you need to actually get from one point to another on these, so it definitely gets a lot more challenging. It's like I feel like I'm a little too well off now on health and Eve at the moment. Like something's about to happen, I'm sure. That's pretty much FPS games 101. When you're stocked up, you know something's about to go down.
What can I do with this one, Aphrodite? She won't stay still! I want to make them beautiful, but they always turn out wrong! That one, too fat! This one, too tall! This one, too symmetrical! And now, what's this, guys? An intruder! He's ugly! 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 Look at you! Here he is!
Oh, I don't have my incinerate. That would have been really nice right now. Can't believe I just shot right next to his head and missed him. Like I'm sure I gave him tinnitus at least. Ooh, there's water down here. I know what I can do. If I can get him to come down here. Maybe, possibly. I think he killed off my security turret. Come on, you know you want to come down here.
Steinman. Head back to emergency access. I'm working my way to the backside of Port Neptune myself. We'll get there soon enough.
Yay, first aid. Oh, which I can't use because I'm full up. Oh well. If only they were E-vials. Those I could use right now.
Silk and down.
The nose looks terrific, Dr. Steinman. Doctor?
You know, looking at it now, I didn't realize how much her face sags. Scalpel?
Excuse me?
Scalpel.
Doctor, she's not booked for a facelift.
Let's just come in here and...
Doctor, stop cutting. Doctor, stop cutting. Get me the chief of surgery. Get me the chief of surgery now!
Oh, that doesn't sound good. And this is why you hack turrets. Anybody else?
Sounds like another tunnel collapse. Welcome to Rapture, the world's fastest growing pilot joke.
Oh.
It's a little one. Here's your chance to get some Adam.
So, yeah, something just happened with the Big Daddy there. I guess something blew up and took him out. There are situations in this game where actually you can take them out too. They're just incredibly tough, which is why I saved my armor-piercing bullets for later. In this case, though, there are situations also where you come up across the little sisters unprotected, and you have to make a moral choice in the game that leads to several different endings. Although I think only one of them is actually canon as far as the story goes into Bioshock 2. The moral choice here is you can either save the little sisters or you can take the Adam from them, which basically kills them, and it kind of explains later on why that is. If you save them, you actually get less overall Adam, but you get little gifts from the little sisters, like as time goes on, like plasmids and stuff like that you wouldn't normally get. So it's kind of a trade-off on whether or not you want to get more Adam, which you can use at the vending, like the plasmid vending machines to buy more plasmids, or if you want to get the ones that they give you, which some of them actually are pretty effective, have some really cool things that they do. So I'm going to go ahead and do this.
Stay away from her, or it is you who will be shot next.
That's Tannenbaugh.
He's just looking for a wee bit of Adam, just enough to get by.
I'll not have him hurt my little ones.
It's okay, lad. That's not a child, not anymore, it ain't. Dr. Tenenbaum saw to that.
Bitte do not hurt her. Have you no heart?
Aye, that's a pretty sermon coming from the ghoul who cooked up them creatures in the first place. Took fine little girls and turned them into that, didn't you? Listen to me, boyo. You won't survive without the Adam those things are carrying. Are you prepared to trade your life, the lives of my wife and child, for Tenenbaum's little Frankenstein?
Here. There is another way. Use this. Free them from their torment. I will make it to be worth your while. Somehow.
So she basically made a plasmid that more or less cures the little sisters from what they are, or at least helps them a little bit. And again, it goes into this. There's a really cool story that goes with this. So I normally like to do the rescue, mainly because I just really, really like the story that goes with this. You want to play a bad guy and everything. Obviously, the harvest is more the style that you want to do. And of course, the harvest actually, like it says, it actually harvests the atom but kills them because there's a kind of a symbiotic thing going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rescue.
No! 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 No!
So you do get some atom.
Thank you. Thank you.
The path of the righteous is not always easy, yes. The reward will become clear in time.
Oh, now I'm drunk again. Nice. So you see, they actually they crawl through these little air duct things.
Tenenbaums playing you for a sap. Those things may look like wee little girls, but looks don't make it so. You need all the atom you can get to survive. If you cross paths with another of them gatherers, guards, machines, make sure you pick up a new plan or two. That's if the price ain't too dear, of course.
Oh. So Eve upgrade and health upgrade, that's how you actually increase your bars. So this is kind of cool. The first aid kits actually give you Eve also. That's a really good one. This one reduces physical damage, and then Rage was one that we've actually heard in one of the audio files that we've listened to so far. Like that, causes them to enrage and go wild and everything. In this case, you actually target someone else with it, and then it turns somebody to your side. So I can either get, I don't have a lot of Adam yet, and that's what it was talking about in there, and about, if I had killed the little sister, I would have actually gotten more, but it's a quicker way, I guess. It's kind of the Star Wars conundrum, right? The dark side's quicker and everything, but, so I don't really want to burn up all my Adam on these health upgrades yet, even though I really could use some of that. I do really like this Eve Link, so I'm going to go ahead and get that. And I'm going to put that in an empty slot. You'll notice also there are no empty slot things for me to purchase right now, unfortunately, so I still have to make a choice basically between some of the ones I'm using. I do kind of like this too. I don't really know that I'd use the Enrage a whole lot at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead with this. And I thought this was where I also switched my Atom. My active plasmids. Let me look at my control options here. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Here's all the movement stuff, equipment 2. Well, I don't know. I know there's a place to do it somewhere. I just have to look it up. Because what I'd really like to do is actually just swap out the teleport one right now. And I remember a lot of this from playing the other games. The other games, obviously, they play differently. They made improvements after this one. I kind of wish they had gone back and done something about that, but
Not only are those little girls veritable atom factories, they're nearly indestructible. They regenerate any wounded flesh with stem versions of the dead cell. But their relationship with the implanted slugs is symbiotic. If you harvest the slug, the host will die. So you see, it's not like killing, Tenenbaum said. It's more like removing a terminal patient from life support.
Not if you don't visit the gatherer's garden, you aren't. Smart daddies get sliced at the garden.
So yeah, that's the kind of story behind them. There's a slug, and we'll go more into this, but there's a slug that they found at the seafloor when they were designing and building the city, and the slug they determined creates this atom, this chemical that allows them to do all this stuff with plasmids and everything, rewrite DNA basically. So they figured out that one of the best ways to actually make more of it was to implant the slug into a child, a little sister, or that's what turns him into a little sister, and then they go around and harvesting atom from dead bodies and drink it, and it redigests it and recreates more of it. So hence why they are little walking atom banks, and why the big daddies are there to protect them, why everybody seems to want to capture them. So and once again, that's why you hack turrets, because now I didn't even have to deal with those guys, or at least some of them. I think I hear more of them possibly still. So
You're ready now. Time to take on one of them big daddies.
whoa.
It won't be easy, but it's the only way to get to Little Sisters and the atom they carry.
Okay, so this is a moment where we're going to want to save. Now, the way this works is the Big Daddies have indicators on them, and they put that in there. They have this whole in-game explanation for that, basically, that for the people when this city was thriving and the people were nice and they weren't all trying to kill one another, you wanted to get a situation where the Big Daddies, you didn't want them just killing people and hurting people, but at the same time, you still needed them to protect their charges. So they would basically go around, walking around and escorting the Little Sisters, and if anybody starts messing them with them, they actually change their lights on there. They give you to kind of tell you their mood since they can't talk. So if I get close to him, yeah, he's gonna wave me away. I think eventually they might push you away or something a little bit. Now, yeah, that's a warning. He doesn't like that. I'm gonna switch to armor piercing. And now he's pissed, so. Oh, he stunned me. I'm gonna get him back out in front of my, whoa, he's quick. I really want him to get him in front of that turret, if I can. Oh, and he blew it up already, I think. So that wasn't the best thing to put myself in the corner like that, but that's okay.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me.
So, and she'll go run back off to one of the air conditioning duct things, the nearest one that she can find, or I guess not, she didn't like that one. There she goes. So there's only a certain number of Big Daddies in each level, so you generally want to kill them when you see them. I hear another one.
Sorry?
Let's see, sometimes they're on here. So yeah, it's showing Gadner's garden there, so I can go in there and actually try to get some more upgrades now that I have some more Adam. Now, not every Big Daddy has a little sister with them too, so. Oh, and that banging you heard a moment ago, that's actually a big daddy actually trying to summon a little sister. Which I'm not quite sure where he's at, but... I want to find him real quick to see if he does have a little sister with him. Of course, I'll want to take him out. But there's only a certain amount per level. So what will happen is that when you kill one Baghdadi off, a lot of times another one will come into the area and it will try to summon a little sister. But since there's only a certain number of little sisters, it won't necessarily mean there's another one of them. Oh, okay. So there he is. Okay, so he's trying to summon one, and obviously there isn't another one to be had, so because one didn't come out. So I actually don't really need to worry about killing him because it's just a waste of ammo. Now, see, now here's another moment where I could really use my... Alright, hold on a second. I'm going to look this up because I need to switch my plasmid. Whoop. That sounds like something. Yep, sure enough. So apparently what I need is called a gene bank. So it's one of these things. So I don't see one in the area, which is really a bummer because I actually want to check that to see what's in that area. And that's a bummer. Okay, so apparently I'm not going to be able to do that.
Got it!
Yeah, apparently I missed an area way back there too, but that's okay. Like a lot of games, there's achievements and stuff. There's all sorts of stuff you can get to try to max out, like get 100% completion and stuff. Sometimes that's fun. Sometimes you just want to play the game. So, for right now, we won't worry about it.
Are you almost back to emergency access? Come through as soon as you get there. You got Ryan's eye now. You won't hear him coming, but he'll be there before you know it.
What's the matter, Mary? You look like you.
I'm busy. Sometimes I'm even seeing things that aren't there.
Dizzy! You're dizzy!
Security alert deactivated. Thank you for your patience.
I don't know how you managed it, but you did. Come through to Port Neptune now. I'm looking forward to shaking your hand.
So, since it's all underwater and everything, they use these bathyspheres to actually move between city parts and everything. And you can see that you actually end up getting a map. So at some point in the game, you can kind of move around between places. Not exactly open world, since of course there's loading screens and stuff, but... You can see the tips that it puts down, like in this case it's talking about improving the plasmids that you can get.
Now you've had the pleasure of Andrew Ryan's company. He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him. Maybe he just decided he didn't like people. Whichever way you slice it, good men died. My family's in a submarine hidden in the foundation of Fontaine Fisheries. I'll meet you there.
So here's a gene bank. So we're gonna go ahead and swap out telekinesis and put it back in Incinerate for now. I don't know if there's anything I need in here. Some buckshot maybe. Some Eve hypos, that'll be good. And of course, I'm always kind of keeping my eye open for stuff to search, and you know, other recordings and stuff. So I'm not really seeing anything in here. Thought at some point there was a way to see where the little big daddies and little sisters are in the map, but they might have. That might be the second game. I can't really recall.
Days go by like wind.
Yeah, that's not at all creepy. Alright, so obviously there's a big daddy here. It's really interesting. These docks that are inside a room full of, you know, outside there's water and everything, and inside here there's a dock. It's just kind of weird. And flopping fish that came out of nowhere, too. And crashed bathysphere. Yeah, that was unwise, buddy. Yeah, I want to stay out of that. Okay, so there's an important couple things to note here. Number one is that there are different types of Big Daddies. This one is a rivet gun type, so he can actually shoot rivet guns, and he looks a little bit different, as you can see, and he sets mines down too. So all of those things mean I want to be very cautious. Oh, that's a security turret. Oh, nice. Really wish it was doing some damage to that Big Daddy, maybe? I don't know. I guess it is a little bit. Oh, well, never mind. Now it's not going to. It took it out. Although, you know, of course, now that I've switched over telekinesis, I'm fairly certain you can actually pick these bombs up and throw them back at him. So, obviously not going to be able to do that.
heard that.
So something I've kind of learned in these games, you generally want to clear all this stuff out, all these people, before you try to take on a Big Daddy.
bathyspheres in lockdown until further notice. Ryan had us install some kind of genetic device into the thing, so only Ryan and his inner circle will be able to use them without dispensation. But the boys tell me the keys are pretty unreliable. Sisters, cousins, anybody in the ballpark genetically will be able to come and go if they see fit.
So that's actually kind of a hint just now on that audio about what's going on with the story, but don't want to spoil it for those of you who haven't seen the end. Alright, so now I do want to take this guy on. I'm really wishing I had my genetic. I could go back to the gene splice, but let's go ahead and try this. So once again, we're going to save. I seem to remember setting these guys on fire doesn't do a whole lot, but... So I take it his little sister actually went away. She probably was full on Adam, so he's going to summon another one now.
Oh, is it time again already? Mr. B? No time to...
So yeah, the little sisters call them Mr. Bubbles.
I'm ready for dream time, Mr. B.
Nope. Don't want you to go away yet. Oh. It finally happened. Alright, so... yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I got nailed by the rivet gun there a couple times. Pretty bad. I probably should have been watching that a little bit better, but that's okay. So now what I want to do, though, is I want to chase him back down, because he should still be low on health. Maybe he went this way? I can't pick it up after it's been thrown. So this happens sometimes, especially in hard mode. Taking these guys down is not easy without armor-piercing bullets. So let me see what we can get in here. Sadly, not. But I can get some health packs, which I will probably burn to way too quickly. I can try the electric buckshot on it. I don't think it works all that well, but... Of course, now I gotta find him again, too.
What is that? Who said you think you can trick me?
Well, now if I could get the Big Daddy over here again, I could probably use that guy. Oh, and they're heat-sinking missiles too, nice. So it looks like I actually got him. It was basically one of those rocket shots. I finished him off, so...
You have shown kindness to my little one, but are you really a friend to us? Regardless, a little one brings you a gift to demonstrate our appreciation.
Alright, so let me go find Gather's Gardener. I think that might have just been one right up here. Yep. See, I really need some slots open because that Hypnotized Big Daddy is actually really handy in some cases. Let's go ahead and replace the telekinesis and try it out.
Cry out for Big Daddy's help. Make him think you're a little sister. Watch as he fights to protect you.
Alright, so now I've got some more to spare here. And you can see there's a lot of more things I can buy now. I'm going to get a plasmid slot.
Stun your foes with 1,000 volts. Shock them in water to deal damage.
Let's see what else we got. So I think I'm going to do another slot. And then I'm going to get the Winter Blast also.
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
And then the health upgrade. Oh, I'm pretty much out, so... Trying to remember if that static burst actually did anything for me before. Problem is, what I really would like to do now, and now I gotta run back because the one that swapped out for me, I wanted to keep my Incinerate. So we got enough to start off with. So now I'm almost out of health anyway, so I'll probably end up back at the Vita chamber pretty soon. Oh, well, there's a gene bank right here. There you go.
Mr. Ryan asked me personally to make this clear to you. You give us Fontaine and this whole filthy ring of his, and you'll be knocking back pints up at the Fighting McDonough's. But if you prefer to play the mule, we'll treat you like a mule. Give him a taste, Patrick. What's that? Change of heart, Jimmy? Jimmy? Ready to talk now? Go on. Go on. Whatever Ryan thinks he can do to me, Fontaine can do double!
Yeah, so this is back out in the area where we were before.
Who can blame a lady who craves variety? And one day the gentleman stopped calling.
Atlas radioed on ahead. Says you were looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts, I say. But if your heads up to the Wharf Master's office and find old Peach a research camera, maybe I could manage an invite. Well, what was that? My friend, you are fucked. alive. Now, go get that camera, and then snapshots of those that fall from the ceiling. Then I'll let you into the fisheries. Just remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
Grown man jumping at ghosts. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do.
Yeah, it does seem like every time in this game when you think you wish you had a certain plasmid, you don't have it equipped.
Listen to me!
Where to find a research camera? Seems a decent enough sort. No doubt he'll wait until after you've done it there and stick a shiv in your belly.
She deserves boarding this free of charge. After all, children are the future of Rapture.
Baby, is that you?
Something must be done about Fontaine. While I was buying buildings and fish futures, he was cornering the market on genotypes and nucleotide sequences. Rapture is transforming before my eyes. The great chain is pulling away from it. Perhaps it's time to give it a tug.
I'm sorry, Father. I'll do what you say. I'll do what you say.
Oh, they're stalking me up again.
I saw one of the smugglers having a game of catching on the docks today. I'd be surprised because his hands were crippled during the war. He was unloading the barge the other day when he was bitten from a sea slug. He woke up the next morning and he found he could move his fingers for the first time in years. I asked him if he still had that sea slug. As luck would have it.
So, what you just heard was the first indication that these slugs actually do something special. Alright, so let's have some fun with this guy, since we do have a Big Daddy here. And you can see on that escape menu there, I think that actually tells you how many little sisters are still in the area. So, yeah, so one little sister saved, 2 of them still with Big Daddies that have to be, or that can be taken out or rescued. Alright, so downside now is I'm out. So... let me see if I can maybe do something with these. Oh, didn't catch it in time.
I'm just lonely. I'm lonely.
Really wish I could get some health, but fortunately not. Oh, didn't mean to. I hate how you can do that. You can basically waste an Eve hypo. Accidentally hit reload. Oh, dang it. Now I gotta wait for him to bring in another one. It's like the AI's glitched a little bit or something. It keeps trying to... brings out a little sister and then immediately puts her back. It's not really supposed to do that. Because now I gotta wait for him to pull another one out, unfortunately. Oh, proximity bomb. Yeah. Figured I might as well set that one off anyway, since I was low on health. So apparently when you die, it respawns these guys somewhere. This one, I don't know if this is the one. I don't think this is the one I was shooting before. Which means I probably don't want to start in on this one just yet. Let me go find the other one again. And of course he's just putting her back up again. Dang it.
Darling Marsha, we don't know what has happened to you. Riot men have taken you away and said you are needed to save Rapture. Who needs a child to save a city? But I see this little girl
Okay, so let's see if I can do this. Come on. Oh, and I missed. Trying to catch a rocket and send it back, but
Is that you? Darling? It's me. It's Mama. Come on now.
I'll kill your first!
I guess I just don't know how I feel about the sisters.
oh, okay, so the Big Daddy's down.
No! 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 Thank you.
So the the rivet gun Big Daddies are actually called Rosies, which obviously is kind of a throwback to the Rosie the Riveter from World War II, the drawing and all that, which is kind of cool.
I will execute judgment upon thee! Come on, then!
Oh.
This Fontaine fellow is somebody to watch. Once he was just a menace, to be convicted and hung. But he always manages to be where the evidence isn't. He's the most dangerous type of hoodlum. The kind with vision.
Watch me all the time, every goddamn breath!
Okay, so obviously there's a little bit more to do in this level. There's one more Big Daddy to take down, and there's some other stuff to do, but I've been streaming for, I think, 2 hours on the dot now. This is a really cool introduction to the game. It's really fun to play this again, and, you know, like I said in the beginning, I don't think the graphics are really that big of a change, but it it's like I said, it's fun to go back, and I've heard it's a much bigger difference for those who have been playing it on console or who played it on console. It's supposed to be like night and day, basically difference. So I don't think the difference is that big for PC. Maybe Bioshock 2, although that's a newer game, and Bioshock Infinite they've added, that's part of the collection. Although they did not do a graphics update for that because that is actually a newer game just within the last probably 2 or 3 years, I think. So. Um, Once I get done with this, I'll probably play Bioshock 2 again. Infinite was fun, although I did like the Rapture games more than I'm trying to remember what the Infinite City was called. It's been a while since I played that, but I did like how they tied all the games together too. But this first and second one were definitely my favorites. So I'll go ahead and probably keep streaming these. Um, and so if somebody wants to just watch play, kind of get an idea more of the story and everything. So until then, have a good game, have a good time.